a drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just a hill. We just slip on, spin move, and zone scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just slip on, spin move, and zone scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Tom Brady and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Washington Football Team.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Football Team and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, look, some might say that football is a young man's fancy, so to speak, but don't tell that to these two quarterbacks because they come in here with a lot, and I mean a lot of NFL experience.
Hey, I like the young Turk.
I'm calling you. Don't hurt me, Kurt. Hey, I'm on the air.
So I like the Baker Mayfields. I like the Patrick Mahomes. I like the Lamar Jacksons. But I do like those grizzled veterans who know how to play the game, know how to run their team, and know how to handle difficult situations. Maybe I'm just showing my age, too.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way.
He cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a turnover on downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Tackle made at the
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Boys take over 1st and 10. At their own
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Flush to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Right back to Coleman here on first down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Brought down at the 15.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running left, Coleman on the toss. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Le'Veon Bell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those those guys have to be controlled, how about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
It's a gain of 8.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 25. That one.
What's up?
They're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight, and so far it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, the good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
10 plus yards sometimes for that play.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Yeah.
So instead of giving them another third
Look,
down, they'll
y'all
decline it,
screwed my
brings up
Cowboys
4.
last
Now, that's
night.
smart
Don't do
football
it in a
right
game.
there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back.
I still
Good job
don't know where
declining
they
that
called
penalty.
Completes it to
pass
Aguilar.
interference.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And yes, for some
Through
odd
one
reason, I
quarter,
still
14-7
my
our
starting
score.
quarterback, my second
14.
string quarterback.
Cowboys 7.
Secondary is Cam Newton. My first string is Mitch Trubisky.
A first throw for the backup Trubisky. Going deep downfield for Roll. This is caught inside the 15.
Why
And
you
he'll
don't
take
let
it
Brady get
into
a
the end
receiver
zone for
wide
a
open?
Cowboy touchdown. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the
I keep my
season.
starting
And the
quarterback. The only
Cowboys are
reason
an
is
extra point away from
I
tying the
originally
football game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Lamar
Was
Jackson.
he wearing football cleats
He
or
must have got
track
tripped by somebody in the
because
first
he
round.
was gone.
By the
Big
time I
time
got to
play,
the
and
first
just think
part,
about
he
what
was
that
gone.
does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys.
Oh, and my friend, I did fantasy draft to shake things up, not just for me, but the whole entire league. That's what I like about fantasy draft. It's not like where I just get to pick whoever I want, and the other teams stay the same. Where's the, there's the depth chart. Well, there's one other thing I don't like. When you go under depth chart and look at Washington, it don't even come out Washington. It's just football team. Like they could at least change. Their quarterback their quarterback's Ben Roethlisberger in my franchise, and their backup is Marcus Mariota. Halfback is James Conner. I don't care how you pronounce it right. I pronounce it the way I do. Mariota. Royce Freeman. Who the heck's Royce Freeman? Byron Brown and Hallie Gunter. Fullback is Hallie Gunter. Wide receivers, Chris Godwin, Jalen. I'm not even going here. Jalen Reagor. Jalen is the first name. Jalen Reagor. Is it Rager or Rigor? How the hell do you pronounce this one? Tyamonee Dukes. J.P. Adams and Kerry Rogers is their receivers. Their tight end is Zach Ertz. That's where I'm getting 8 alive. Any other good players? I don't. Their right tackle is Mitchell Shorts or Shirts. Ah, shit. They got Nick Bosa. I can't right in. Is that offense or defense? Yeah, that's why I'm getting pressured like a bat out. That's why I'm getting pressured like a bat out of hell when I'm throwing. celebrate a first down? Because I thought in previous years
they started the drive with Connor, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Yeah, because before it was only
no gain on the play there, second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense
but
in
the one thing
position.
that needs
We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this game, has got to be priority one.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger.
Thank you.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
You moron.
Picked up
That's
by
going to be
Will
taken
Parks.
back for a
And
Dallas
he takes
Cowboys
this one
touchdown.
back into the end zone, and the Cowboy
It
defense
literally
has a
was
touchdown.
turned right to my defender.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Well,
that's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw.
I'll be right back.
Better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there on a Washington first. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And Adams has it complete. Touchdown, touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
I got the interception.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, I'd hear from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Out of my free
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold